Highlight today, guys, to start the week isn't such of a so much of a highlight. Had a tough read after the market, and this happens. We had a good call even this box, 12 even. All right. NASDAQ led it. Good call. The fact that the market, be careful fading it because you had a pretty steep rally. And if you this is important. When you have a pop like this and it's taken forever to go down to respect that rally, and then it starts to rally, you got to respect that one because you didn't give people who were short in here, there, a chance to get out because you didn't retrace much. All right. Now, a similar thing was happening in here. We didn't retrace much, back and forth, but so much chop in a 4-point range. And what got me was news that it wasn't necessarily that bearish, but I traded it as bearish, and it just wouldn't go down forever until just recently when I'm doing this highlight of breaking finally this 24 even area, which was an absolute concrete bottom until it wasn't. And I guess, once it gets through here, you got to really be careful. I guess you'd say when it gets in here, be careful buying it because how long it took, faked out, tried to go up, come back down. Just this was a lot longer than this was. And there was some conflicting news that was crossing the wire as to what's going on, bullish, a little bearish, a little bullish, a little bearish. And so the read got muddled up in this chop, and often happens. And if you could just keep your powder dry, trade it small, not look for home runs. And I think the lesson of the day is, and I said this earlier, and I want to say it again. Let's say you trade 3 contracts, just for example's sake. All right. And you put 3 on and you're short 3 and you scratch one of them. So now you got 2, you scratch another one, or maybe even take a profit, a little bit of profit. So now you got 1 left. You're still short. You're still looking for the market to go down, but you didn't do much with the first 2 contracts. You pretty much broke even. That means that you got 1 left, and your mind, I guarantee you, goes to, well, my target's got to be a little longer because I've got 1 left. You got to make it mean something. You still have to trade it as if you have still 3 on. You can't look essentially for a bigger winner just because you have less on. And your mind will want you to look for a bigger winner because you had 3, you had 10, you had 5, you had 2, and now you only got 1 left. And you're like, well, I got to show something because I'm still right, damn it. You still have to obey where you're wrong at. And you can't let what your mind wants and what the market's going to do could be 2 different things and often are. Recognize how your mind pulls you in certain directions. But it was a tough call to get short in this box. And then when it breaks out, there is the follow through because we had this fight go on and on and on. It's kind of a weird first couple hours too, because you had the NASDAQ that was much stronger, pulled us everything up. Then the NASDAQ got a lot weaker, and the ES took forever to go down. In fact, didn't go down for a while until that breakthrough 23.5, 24 even.